What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk to you guys about the Predator 3500 super quiet power inverter generator. First, I want to start off by saying this is a 100% unsponsored video, so this is nothing but the truth. After we're done with the review section of this video, I'm going to put up some videos of us actually using this generator for the last 3 days to do some boondocking with our RV, so that you can actually hear it in action, because I know it was a little tough for us to make a decision on which generator we want to use. This one is saying that it comes in at 58 decibels on the box, which is quieter than the Honda. We took a chance on it, and I gotta say I am happy with it, so we'll show you some real-world unedited video so you can see just how quiet it is in action. Everybody's heard about these inverter generators and how quiet they are. I've been hearing the same thing, doing a lot of research trying to figure out which one I want to buy. I was partial to the Hondas because those little Honda motors never let you down, but at a third of the price I figured let me take a shot on the Harbor Freight one. Now, out of the box, this generator comes with everything you need to fire it up except the quart of 1030 oil, including the oil filter to fill it up before you start it for the first time through a nice convenient oil fill access door. While it's running, this generator is going to give you 25 amps of power, so you're not going to be able to run both air conditioners on your unit if you have to, but it will get it up and running and get you the one air conditioner running. It does have a twist lock plug, so it's great for a job site, and it comes with the RV adapter from the twist lock to the 30 amp RV plug. Now, I will say that this is the one thing about this generator that I don't like. We all know how heavy those RV power cords are, and it kind of pulls down on the adapter. So what we did is actually ordered a little dongle, so it goes in about a foot long, comes down to the ground, so the power cord is on the ground instead of pulling down on your adapter. You get a 30 amp twist lock plug, two 15 amp regular outlets, and one thing I really love about it is it comes with a 12 volt adapter port with jumper cable, so you can jump start your truck at the end of the day on a job site, or use it to charge your batteries if for some reason you don't have your power cable or there's some sort of issue with it. On the front of the unit, you've got an LED screen that tells you the current voltage that it's putting out, the wattage that you're using, so in case you needed to know how many watts you're using during the day, to size a power inverter to run it off of batteries. That's going to tell you what kind of wattage you're pulling during the day to use it. Easy to start. It's got a battery in there, so you can just turn it to start, hit the button, and it fires right up the first time. I will say to get some Stabil fuel stabilizer and use that while you're filling it, because of the ethanol gas does tear up these little carburetors. But as long as you put the fuel stabilizer in it, it runs perfectly. We've been using this generator for the last 3 days to do boondocking, and I gotta say I'm really impressed. You really do get the 11 hours of runtime out of a full tank of gas if you're not maxing out the generator. It does also have parallel ports, so if you wanted to get two of them and run them in series, or parallel rather, you can plug the two of them together, and you'd still be under the price of the comparable Honda and get 50 amps of service out of it. Now, I have seen some other videos that are complaining about these small wheels. While larger wheels would be better, you can actually roll this through the grass relatively easily because the bottom is nice and smooth and skirts right along the grass. We are wrapping up our third day of harvest hosting.
Generator.
Our new generator worked good. We've got the built-in one, but we actually picked up another generator, one of those inverter generators, because it's supposed to be super quiet, and this one on board is kind of loud.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, it is ridiculously quiet. It's right outside of our door, right there, and you can't hardly hear it, so that's fantastic. All right, so we are at a farm, which is why we're using the generator tonight, so I can show you how quiet this generator is. Camper's 40 feet long. We're hanging out by the front door. Generator is sitting right there. It's maybe 20 feet behind the camper, and you can hear how quiet that is just sitting there. It's powering up our two computers inside. We have the AC on. It does get a little bit louder when the AC kicks on, but as you can see, sitting right here by the door to the camper, you can't really hear it at all. So we are going to be doing the generator test tomorrow at a distillery, but I wasn't sure how much road noise there was going to be, so I figured while we're here on the South 40 farm, let me test the generator out so I can see just how quiet it is when it's actually quiet out. And as you can see from the decibel meter there, sitting over here with the generator right behind our camper, it's bouncing between a quiet library and a quiet office, so you can't even hear the thing hardly running. It sounds like somebody has a generator running a couple blocks away. Like, you can't, it's not bothersome at all. So for comparison, this is our onboard generator running. We're sitting about 10 feet away from it.
noisy.
It's noisy enough that you have to speak at an elevated tone to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And here we have the Predator 3500 running at a full load with the AC on in the RV, ceiling fan going, battery chargers on. This thing is maxed out. That's as loud as it's getting, and this is 5 feet away. I can hear it in my bedroom, which is right here, only about 3 feet away. My headboard is right there, so that's only about 4 feet away, straight line distance. You can hear it inside the RV. By hear it, I mean it is less than the volume of a normal conversation. As far as this generator is concerned, the exhaust level, this thing's a Prius. The built-in generator on the front of the RV, you guys heard that before, that is significantly louder than this one is. Hands down, the Predator 3500 is well worth the money. It's a third of the price of the Honda. AC is running inside the RV, so if you're looking for something to keep your AC on while you're boondocking, keep your batteries full, run your TV, charge your electronics, stuff like that, this is the way to go right here as far as I'm concerned. 2 gallons of gas, this thing's gonna run for 8 to 11 hours depending on its load, which is more than enough for us. We're gonna get the AC on, cool it off, charge batteries on stuff, shut it down. Much cheaper than filling up a 40-pound propane bottle, running the generator to keep the AC going. So